till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Hello and welcome to this stream. Just going to let a few people, hopefully let a couple of people get in here. Just give it a bit of time whilst getting set up. It's going to be an airport CEO stream today. Let's move over to the game input and see if it lets it capture it. Stand by. There we go. It has. Let me just move that up slightly for this stream. There we go. I am just gonna turn that down a bit because that was very loud there. So there's been a couple of updates since I last played this game. I played last in the terminal update. We've just had the emergency state update come out recently. So let's jump in and see what we've got going on, really. So I am going to start a completely new map this time. It's going to start a new airport because I'd get very laggy at times on once I start getting into the game. There's several different styles that you can basically customize your CEO. I always like having a suit. I'll pop K Mason, or yeah, there we go, because everyone knows me as that around. Now, here's the biggest question: where you put your airport. So, different areas give you different climates on this game. So, if you place it in Antarctica, you're always gonna need. You're always going to need de-icing points. However, if you put it in somewhere such as... where is it? That's France. Down here, the Strait of Gibraltar. Then... First of all, we have a lot more international flights and less domestic. Second of all, less de-icing is required. So, what I want to do is sort of get the best of both worlds, which would be going somewhere in the UK for me. So let's do London, let's say call it Gatwick. LGW is their official code. Let's choose a decent logo. And I'm not gonna play I'm not going to play in Sandbox, I don't think. No, I will play Sandbox for you guys. Just because I don't want to worry about money on here. But I am going to make it extreme, so there's common emergencies. Or should I... I'll do it as difficult. So, we'll do that. I do have some mods loaded. Can't remember exactly which ones. I will try and find a list of them for the description of the video on YouTube. Yeah. Let's jump in here. Let's just let it load in. First thing I'll do when we load in is I will unlock the whole world. Not sure if they've made the world bigger since the new updates. 'Cause that's something that I've been wanting for a very long time, is being able to make the world a bit bigger. So you've got a bit more ground space for your airport. I'm going to skip the introduction because I generally know how to play. So let's unlock that area, and unlock that area. No, it's not gotten any bigger, unfortunately. So first of all, this is your main in and out road. So everything you do needs to come off of this, essentially. You can now apparently set up security rounds. Okay. Radar towers, nice. Woodstarks Airport utility buildings. Okay. So... Okay, so you've got some... I haven't seen these before. Emergency response station and airport police station. Interesting. You've got a lot more information on the bottom here than you ever used to, which is always nice. But let's start with getting our public roads in place then. So, what I want is, I think there'll be, in fact, let's pop the runways down. So, you don't want to overload your airport with all large aircraft. I would suggest, personally, having one large aircraft. Let's... Oh, I didn't want to do that. How do I rotate this again? It's been a while. Not that button. Yeah, it's been a very long while. R? Aha, R. I'll be the one. I'm going to pop the large runway down here. And then up the side of that, I'm going to pop a fence. Going right up there. Not sure if they actually do anything anymore at the moment. I'll stop animals from entering the grounds. There we go. So it actually does stop things now. So there's the deliveries coming in now. with the items. So what we need to do now is get some constructors up in. You want to get a construction company that have got the most, really, to do things quickly. So Savannah, I can see, has got 118. That's the highest amount that I've seen so far. Oh, 131 in Interserve. 134. 100. 95. Yeah, so it's got to be Interserve at the moment. Oh, unless... Yeah, Interserve. For the time being. And if we go to operations, and we used to have a deploy all contractors, but you've got to go up now apparently. So I'm deploying all my contractors, bringing them in. They'll start coming in on buses, as you can see there. Now in sandbox mode you do have the F10 menu, which you can turn off. Like, you can turn off sandbox, you can turn off simulate construction, so everything just appears. You can unoccupy nodes, basically debug the game if you ever get stuck anywhere. But I'm not going to do that at this stage. I just want to get the first little bits into the game so I can then build around the big construction items. See, vendor machines are new as well. Didn't know that they had those now. Right. Okay, so you can create airport security routes, it looks. Security officer patrols around. Okay, right. So you can also build underground, build overground. I'm gonna build my terminal building on the ground floor, and I reckon I'm gonna do parking underground. For the one reason and one reason only, gives me more space for it, and you can then give yourself an entrance from that car park to upstairs. So I can essentially then do my whole my terminal foundation. That's just, before we do that, let's do a public road out to there and do a security checkpoint, a road security checkpoint. There we go. So that'll be my main entrance in and out of the service vehicle zone. In fact, no, don't want to do that. Yes, I will do that there, because then I can do, on the other side, have... Oh, we've got hangars now as well. Sweet. Airline lounges, restaurants. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Aircraft no. Infrastructure. Just going to do that a second, so we can then put in, I believe it's going to be under aircraft infrastructure, a catering depot, yes, right. Because we need one of these. And I like having these quite close to the entrance. However, I'm not sure which side to put it. Because that needs to be public road. Let's put it there, I think. And then get rid of this. And we'll do this. And have a sort of a loop round. Because what we can do here then is this. Do that. So I'll keep that as a one way around there. And they're building that at the moment. Very nice, right. So that's our initial infrastructure done. And again, with the with this, I will do it as an in and out. Which probably means I don't want that there. If we do this, no. I'll probably change this, to be fair. There we go. Right. So, yes, my terminal hasn't managed to go there yet, but then that can now start from literally the very edge here. What you got to remember is that then you're gonna, so you just want on the ground floor your initial area, your check-in area. So that doesn't necessarily need to be absolutely massive. So if we do that, then if I go down one and do this, that'll give me my entrance. I can put a large door on. We can then pop a couple of escalators on it. Let's do that. Then we can do that instead. Then we can do this. This. Boom. Right. Now we'll go back up. You see, you've got those coming up, which is good. You don't need anything there. That'll be a bit of dead space, which is fine. Now you've got your main entrance in and into your airport. Now, I won't think about exit until I've got my security exit in. Just need to wait for them to finish that now. Apparently I'm on somehow an hourly balance of that, but hey ho. Right, what you can do is you can triple the time speed, so that will now speed some of them up. And you will want at least a temporary door up here for ease of access for your workers, because otherwise they will get stuck, and it's really annoying. I'm going to move my constructor's delivery site to here. And my contractor site to here. Now things will get delivered there instead. And that'll bring them around, keep them out of the way. Now, check-in can be done in multiple different ways. You've got your self-check-in terminals, and you've got your bag drops. But you've also got your actual check-in desks. So I will create a load of check-in desks, and also some self-check-ins and some bag drops. And we will have baggage handling for this airport. Something you want to also think about whilst you're building is good old, right, where is it? Average, right, there we go. Lighting. Once you're on the runway and the taxiways, you're probably going to want to go with floodlighting rather than anything else. But for the time being, street lights will suffice. Right. So you've got your main entrance here. I normally try and do something like that as well, just to box it off, the escalator, and then we're going to want to put a greeting information desk in here. Just to welcome people, and then we're behind that. We'll pop an information board. We'll box that off with a wall. And there'll be a door, a small door, just next to it. Just to show that, hey, that's an information area, that's a staff area. And we will zone that off as well. Where are the zones? Staff zone. We'll staff zone that off. There's a lot more options for floors nowadays. A lot more options. But for my main airports, I quite like this floor. And then I'll edit it around. So security, going into security zone will have a different colour, so on and so forth. Now, desks wise, as I said, I want some proper check-in desks as well as some normal. So behind this sort of information zone, I'll probably pop a few check-in desks. Like so. That there at the end gives us a bit of space for other things to happen. It's not going to be a massive airport, this, so we're just going to give it a bit of space between 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right, now, because that's going to be a bag drop zone with those desks, this bag drop may as well, these bag drops may as well go along here, because then they'll link onto the already about to be created conveyor belt. You do need a fair amount of these if you're going to have a lot of self check-ins. And then what I will do here is wall that off, wall that off. A wall will go across there. Boom. And we'll do the same there. So just says we've got an idea of what's going on. We will just do a simple conveyor belt system. If I don't keep doing that. Up to there. Do that, 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 that. Boom. Then we're going to need some self-check-in booths. Can never figure out which way these go. I think it's like that, so... we'll do them in sets of 4. Gets a bit loud with the construction sometimes when you're zoomed in. Such as that. And what we'll do there... no, we won't. I'm going to do that though, because then we know exactly how far these queues come up. I will then demolish this wall. But yeah. So for example, this queue, if I do this, I know that queue needs to end there. And you've probably noticed I've not hired any staff yet. It's because I don't need to. I will need to soon. And then what I'll do now is get rid of that. They will come flooding in to get rid of them. Boom. Wouldn't that shit? So all of these supposed check-in desks, which I'm pretty sure they are only a bag drop, not a check-in desk. So these are check-in desks. So these will get assigned a flight as and when they come in, based on the baggage system. So what baggage bay they're going into, so on and so forth. So yeah, we will work on that shortly. So we have no weather data yet because, well, don't need any yet. We've got the large aircraft, so that is going to be for large aircraft only, and it is going to be operationally takeoff and landing. So that'll be for our international flights, and then what we want is a landing, a medium landing, so that can come in there, and medium takeoff, so that can go out that way. And then what we'll have is security zone. Security will go through there. We'll just do the whole thing for now. And we'll have... I can never choose whether to do large or... Yeah, I'll do large. Oh yeah, I forgot. So that'll be security area. One of those will be for staff only. What we'll do is we'll pop a couple of doors on that. There's currently no security exit, but again, we don't have staff yet, so we don't need that quite yet. So from here, we'll be putting a wall there. And then we will be getting rid of that secure zone. Because they will go up right, so now we'll go up one. To be fair, this will probably be the terminal space, so we'll do that. Do that. So this will be main terminal area, where you get your food, your duty free, your everything you could ever want, basically. I will be popping a little cafe in arrival, or in departures, I should say. Something like there. We'll probably do it as a like that. Something that sort of size. That will have an access into security area. Actually, no, it won't. But then, because that's now got upstairs, we will create upstairs into a secure zone. And we will pop the escalator up into there, from about there, and about there. Rog. So they'll now be able to access upstairs. But likewise, they'll be able to access the arrivals. That's going to be takeoff only. That's going to be landing only. That's going to be both. There we go, right. And we're going to need a de-icing pad for it as well. Although so that's, take off this side, that's good. Yeah, because we can loop that then around. Right, let's bring that off with that. Yeah, off with that. Boom. Now, upstairs wants corridor out to there, so let's do that. Right. Now, we get rid of that. Get rid of all that. Actually, may as well get rid of all of that because it won't be seen. Won't be noticed, it won't be lost. Oh well. Don't really care about realism. Well, I do, but I don't at the same time. Let's do that. Pick those up. There we go. Right. Now the only issue I've got at the moment is that we've got this de-icing entry and exit here. Now, actually, I've got a fix for that already. Let's get rid of it. Put it that side instead. Yeah, we'll get rid of it. That's fine. And we'll swap it around so it comes in and out that way. So essentially it will come down and if it needs de-icing before it gets on the runway, it will go out and around. Which will, one, give us the nice queue if required, two, be so much easier for the service vehicles because we can then do this. And that should link up to those like that, hopefully. If hurry. We hope. But hey, it's hoping. Now, there's a bit of a backlog here of deliveries coming in. So we'll give it a few moments for them to catch up. I don't normally start with the larger aircraft, however, I've learnt from previous, if you're gonna use larger aircraft at any point, you want to plan ahead for it. So you want to plan where your runway's going to be, where your terminal's going to be for it. So now we've got that, essentially, I can now have a corridor heading down to there, and that be an international zone. So they have their passport checks in and out on their way in and out of that. So that can be over through the air bridge that will be here. So once I just do a quick terminal building bit there. Actually, I need it to be the right size, otherwise it won't work. So it needs to be there to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we do that, I'll do that. And we'll make it a bit wider, because we can. Or not. Okay. That also works. Yeah, that'll be fine, because that's the international. Yeah, cool. There we go. They can now access it. So that'll be a secure zone, but it will also be an international zone. There's another emergency. Yeah, so we will work on that in a minute, because that is going to need to be boomed. And then somehow figure out where that is. Boom, right, oh, that's fine. Right, so that's broken, right, okay. So arriving passengers can go, you know what, arriving passengers can go through, if I do this second. All arriving passengers will go through, fuck's sake. Is that arriving? No, that's arriving. Okay. They will all go through automated. With one standard desk for in case there's any problems. And then on exit, or entry should I say, they'll all go through manual checks with a couple of standards, of automated I should say. No, one automated. And we will separate them off with a wall. Because my arrivals are actually going to go straight downstairs through the exit. So once they're out, they're going to go straight down. I don't care. So it can essentially separate off my international arrivals and departures a little bit. So, I know that's not functional right now. There we go. But we can upgrade and build Jetway. So currently there's no boarding desks, but that's all still being built anyway, so that's fine. Do that. Boom, right. So arrivals are going straight down to arrivals area. Or at least international arrivals are anyway. So we're now on a bit of a waiting game here, of this lot finishing off, basically building, so on and so forth. How long have we been live now? Been live for about an hour. This is a really good start to the airport. I'm gonna save the game here. Gatwick live. Save that there. And I'm gonna thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button on YouTube, subscribe button on YouTube, come over to the Twitch, follow, and be alerted when I next go live. Thank you very much.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon turn us to thousands, and we'll grow